This is my experiment for today. I think they look weird and they smell very different, but they taste good. What I did was, I have this old recipe for peanut butter cookies. But this recipe is when I used to use, you know, regular white sugar, white flour, butter or margarine, brown sugar, and I don't do that anymore. So I had to substitute ingredients. So for the flour, I used whole wheat flour. For the butter or margarine, I used peanut butter. For the white sugar, I used a combination of honey and molasses. I did use an egg, but instead of vanilla extract, I used my favorite maple extract. Now, I don't know what went wrong, but as I was stirring this, it just got harder and harder to stir. I mean, I've mixed cement and mortar before. It was a lot easier than this. Um, I don't know. I still don't know why, scientifically. But anyway, I kept at it. I didn't give up. Now, the reason it's so dark is not just because of the molasses. It's because I put carob powder in it because it was kind of wet and sticky and I needed to dry it out. And the carob powder is a natural plant substitute for cocoa. And I thought it would dry the mixture a little bit. And it still was too wet. So I put in some masa, which is pre-cooked cornmeal. But it still kept getting stickier and stickier and harder to stir. But I kept at it. So anyway, I baked it and let it cool off, and then I tasted it. It still smells strange. Maybe it's the molasses. But anyway, it's absolutely delicious. It's wonderful. So don't be afraid to experiment and change recipes. Just remember, it can't be too wet, it can't be too dry. So if your mixture is too wet, then add something dry to balance it out. If your mixture is too dry, then add something liquid to help it get to a better consistency so you can work with it. Now, this has an egg in it, so I was careful not to leave it out cooling too much. I put it right in the refrigerator like after 15 minutes. Remember, any animal product, you don't want it sitting out for more than 15 minutes. That's about it. Experiment.